Fáilte over Cóide, you're welcome indeed to another edition of the programme. Now, don't forget later on we're crossing over once again to Manchester to join Martin Logan, who's out and about with the Irish community right across the UK. This week we're in the capital for one of the biggest Mayo nights of the year. The Mayo Association in Dublin, they present their annual Yew Tree Ball here in the Ballsbridge Hotel in the city. And there'll be a number of presentations. We'll be meeting some of the winners of the Mehel Mayo Award this year, and also the Mayo Person of the Year Award and the Young Person of the Year. And we'll be meeting guests that are attending the event as well. So it's going to be a great night for Mayo people here in the capital.
Very big night tonight. We have close to 450 guests arriving in the next hour to descend upon us here in the Ballsbridge Hotel to celebrate the Yew Tree Ball and the presentation of our Mayo Person of the Year Awards.
There's three major awards tonight, isn't there?
Yes, there is. We have the Virginia Gallagher Mayo Person of the Year Award, we have the Mehel Award, and we have the Young Mayo Person of the Year Award.
And how does one get selected for that, Julie?
Well, it's an interesting process. Each year we choose independent adjudicators that have no connection to Mayo. They're from the worlds of business and media and sport, so that we have a nice balance of judges. And for the Mayo Person of the Year, the person must be from Mayo or been living in Mayo for the past 7 years. And they must have made an exceptional contribution to their county. And oftentimes they don't even know that they're being nominated. So it can be quite a surprise sometimes to make that call to somebody. For the Mehel group, it is for a community group who have come together and rolled up their sleeves and done a project that has made an immense contribution to the community also. And then for the Young Mayo Person of the Year, they have to be under 25, and similar enough to the Mayo Person, they have to have made an immense contribution to their county.
And it's the first time somebody from Westport now is actually going to be the recipient of the Mayo Award here tonight.
That's correct. I was very surprised when I was going through our history books to find that we had no winner since 1964 from Westport. So this is a first for Westport tonight. So I'm sure that there will be great fun in the room tonight when Cathal Hughes is crowned our Mayo Person of the Year.
And just how is the Mayo Association doing generally in Dublin now?
Great. We have close to about 800 members now at the moment. We have a lot of events throughout the year. We have our annual business lunch in November, obviously the ball every February, we have a summer party, a Christmas party, and then we also do a few things throughout the year with the schools in Mayo. We do the debating competition, and we also this year are commencing a new mentorship programme for Mayo College students in Dublin with Mayo people who are working in Dublin in all different professions. So we're trying to reach out through each age group, through all our different events, so that we can stay relevant and stay vibrant, and for us that's what we feel it's all about.
So you'll have time to relax and enjoy the night?
Oh, well, I hope so. Once I finish on stage later, I'll definitely be kicking the shoes off and getting on the dance floor, so yes, absolutely.
And how are you feeling tonight now, the scene is your last night?
I'm very, very happy. I mean, the year was lovely. It was a very busy year, but I choose it. I didn't mind. I did my best to, answer all the calls and meet people and whatever. It's not tinged really with sadness as much with joy. It is really with joy. And when I look at who is taking over, I can't lose. I think, my God, that man has built his foundation over the years, and Mayo is lucky, very lucky. So I think all of us together can make a difference. So his contribution will be magnificent. Mine was whatever it was. I did my very best and I really enjoyed meeting people. I loved reconnecting and making connections with so many of the people. And I'm very, very sure that it's community. I was convinced, more convinced today, and I always had this very strong conviction around the importance of community building, establishing good relationship and empowering people. And I suppose if we can unlock the potential of all these brilliant people, and I would only regret one thing, that sometimes we don't always recognise, what the abilities people have, and what they're capable of doing, and above all, the sacrifices they're prepared to make. We have a wonderful county in Mayo. We have wonderful people. Please God, it will continue.
The great thing that we have done is where we collect money for charity at a big scale. Like, for example, tonight is one of the big things is the Mayo Roscommon Hospice is going to get a large lump from this amount. Mm-hmm. And the Belna Mahal, which I know Terry Riley and company, great gathering. And of course, I know Mr. Hughes from Westport, and the young girl, Sarah. Yes. Wonderful. It's wonderful. And the Young Person of the Year is only a recent innovation in this. And it covers all areas of age groups.
And finally, do you find that there's young people joining the association here in Dublin?
Big time. There's a large number, and in fact, we beat a lot of them at the matches, and hopefully Mayo will proceed to do as they've done in the past, and that'll gather us together much closer.
2018 has been our busiest year ever, Henry, in that for the first time in 25 years we went over 1,000 patients, 1,018 patients last year, which, it's a number, but behind every number is somebody's son, somebody's mother, somebody's father, somebody's family member. So it's been a busy year for both palliative care teams. And alongside that, of course, we started the build of our Mayo Hospice, which is due to be finished in May of this year. And we submitted planning permission for our Roscommon Hospice, which we were hoping, all going well, we will start in October of this year. So it's really busy at the minute, and I think the fact that by 2020, 1 in 2 people will have had a cancer diagnosis. 43% of our patients are non-cancer. There is no doubt everybody will need hospice services at some stage throughout their lives. So it will continue to get busier, and we will continue to work hard for the people that need the service and for the people that support our service. Without the people and communities throughout Mayo, we couldn't do what we're doing.
The great connection tonight with tonight's ball, because Cathal Hughes, who's Mayo Person of the Year, has a great association with the hospice.
Yeah, Cathal Hughes was the first chairperson of Mayo Roscommon Hospice, so we are absolutely delighted and so grateful to be the charity partner for tonight, but beyond thrilled for Cathal, because Cathal and the people of the Lions Club in Westport and Roscommon started this organisation because they could not take any more people dying without dignity and respect, and they honestly believe that the end of life deserves as much beauty, care and respect as the beginning of life, and that ethos has stood the test of time. That ethos and belief goes right through from our board of directors to our staff, to our palliative care teams and to the people that support us. So we are so delighted that Cathal is being recognised tonight, and so grateful to the Mayo Association in Dublin for choosing us as their partner.
So it should be a great event for you now to really get a chance to enjoy, as well as a big fundraiser tonight, Paula.
Oh, look, if there's one thing you learn in Mayo Roscommon Hospice, you enjoy every day and every occasion, because we see so many people that will give anything to be here tonight and to be up and enjoying life. So absolutely, Henry, we will enjoy tonight.
Well, continue good work, Martina.
Thanks so much, Henry, and thanks for all your support.
the celebration, first of all, of our Mayo-ness, our uniqueness, which we're very, very proud of. But we're looking forward tonight to honouring 3 very worthy award winners, and I know you'll be speaking to them during the show. So, of course, Cathal Hughes is the Mayo Person of the Year. Cathal is just a phenomenal man, not only just his business interests, but his charitable work as well, carbon monoxide awareness, Mayo Roscommon Hospice, who of course are the recipients of the raffle here tonight as well. So we'll be chatting to the award winners as we go along, chatting to Cathal, chatting to Sarah McFadden, another wonderful lady, first visually impaired navigator in motorsport last year. She made history. What a wonderful young lady. And obviously Mayo's Forgotten Famine girls are being honoured with the Mehel. They really encapsulate all that the Mehel is about.
Do you look forward to doing a night like this, presenting a night like this, Andrea?
I have to say I do. It was an honour to be asked last year and to experience it. I had experienced it through my own job, coming up to work at it no more than yourselves. Different perspective then when you kind of get to chat to the winners beforehand and maybe get into their minds a little bit and see what makes very successful and very high achieving people tick. And that's always interesting. So it's lovely, and I'm very proud of where I'm from. I love Mayo. I love everything about it, and I think this is a huge celebration of that passion that we have, and we love to honour our own, and we do that very well. So it's a huge honour to do it, Henry. Yeah.
Well, that's where we have to take a break. Don't go away. We'll be meeting the award winners in part 2. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Sarah, congratulations on Young Person of the Year award. How are you feeling?
Oh, it's a lot at the minute, but I'm sure it'll sink in the next few minutes when it all kicks off.
Yeah, this is the second time I've interviewed you in the last couple of weeks where you've won an award.
It is. I was lucky enough to win the Connacht Telegraph Rehab Mayo Young Person of the Year for 2018 as well. And for this, to win this award as well, it really puts the icing on the cake.
Sarah, why do you think you won it?
Winning this award means so much, and I think I kind of won it because I'm lucky enough that doing what I love is letting me help other people to show them that they can do what they want to do in life. That just because they have a disability doesn't mean they can't do what they want to do.
And you're a big fan of rally driving.
Yeah. I became Ireland's first visually impaired rally navigator in July in 2018. And I suppose growing up it was all mum and dad are both rally drivers, so rallying was always in my blood. And when I found out I could never drive when I was 12, navigating was the next best thing for me.
So you have to navigate yourself around here tonight now at the ball.
Just a lot of people now I have to go around and say hello to, so we've been navigating around all night.
Yeah. And what's your next ambition now?
Just, I don't know, is there much left to aim for? I've kind of completed all I have to do. I kind of have to sit down and decide what else.
Well, congratulations and enjoy the night.
Thank you very much.
Hugh, this is a big night for Ballina here in Dublin.
Henry, it's a huge night. We're here to commemorate the Mayo famine girls that left Ballina in the 1850s rather. They were destined for Australia. They were actually, I suppose, orphan girls. They were very vulnerable that left Ballina, and I suppose it's a bittersweet night. We're here to represent them and remember them, and I suppose the hardship that they incurred on their trip to Australia.
Thanks. You're very involved in Chamber of Commerce as well, like you in Ballina, and you're always promoting the town. And of course, this statue and the Orphan Girls Project now bring people, in, particularly our diaspora, now to Ballina.
Yes, Henry. It's great for Ballina, it's great for North Mayo, but more than anything, it's great for County Mayo. 140 girls travelled to Australia. They were made travel. They were taken out of their homes. Well, they had been in the workhouses. They left. They were brought over to Australia. Whatever happened to them after that, there are many stories of sadness. The odd few of good and happiness, that it was a good turn of events for them, but not many, Henry. But for those people who live in Australia, who are descendants of these ladies, they can now come home. They can come back to see where their mothers came from Ballina, from Castlebar, from Westport, and Ballyhonus, I think, yeah. The 4 towns that had the girls taken from the womb, from their families. So from that point of view, people can come to Ballina, see the statue, and hopefully going forward, there'll be more commemorations. There'll be somewhere else for them to go and find out the history. We're hoping that will then be the next step as well for Ballina and for North Mayo and for County Mayo.
So how are you feeling tonight now?
Good. I'm very proud of the community and very proud of the committee. We had a great committee, the Famine Girls and Remembrance Committee. They were absolutely spectacular. And no matter who we asked, people got on board. The men in Harbour Hill in the prison who got involved made a replica box. The Ballina Costume Company involved people from all around the world to make a lovely tapestry quilt.
Which is on stage
Which is on stage tonight, actually.
Yeah.
The convent secondary school girls, St. Mary's, under Regina Deasy, who's a member of the committee, actually.
And they're performing here tonight.
And they said they would perform, and they did their Orphan Girl and other songs, and they're actually performing here tonight, which is unusual that an award winner will be filling in the spots during the interval.
And of course, over the years, Terry, in your other life as editor of the Western People, you would have been covering these events for many, many years.
If I had a penny for every time I was here, I know more than yourself in the days of the radio and that, we were here many times. And then, of course, it was the Mayo Man of the Year.
That's right, yes.
Now, that seems old now, doesn't it? Because it's the Mayo Person of the Year now, and plenty of women get it and deserve to get it. Matter of fact, the majority of our committee were women. So they're sharing the night tonight, and it's lovely to see it.
Was there a time you felt that this project wasn't going to get off the ground?
No, believe it or not, because every time we got the group together and we made a proposal, we started off just to erect a monument, a bronze monument, donated by Frank Kieran's Ballina businessman who allowed us in Dublin. And then we said, well, we have more than that, actually. And the costume company came on and said, let's do a quilt with all the names of the girls. And they involved people from Australia, America, and all around the world who actually did the names of the girls. And then we had, of course, the record done of the girls anyhow through Mayo Forgotten Girls, the book. And then we went on to other things that get larger and larger and larger. Now we formed alliances with the Headford Lace Group. We formed alliances with people in Australia. We formed alliances with the Mayo Association in Cleveland, Ohio. And they all were so happy to help out. Family is a very emotive thing, of course.
The Australian ambassador, I think, is here tonight.
Australian ambassador and his wife, Richard Andrews, and his wife, and they were down at one of our first talks when we were talking about actually doing this. And he said he'd give us every support possible. And he was actually to do the unveiling of the statue, but he was unfortunately ill when it happened. But he said, the next opportunity I get, I'll be with you. Little did we know it'll be tonight here in Dublin.
Yeah. And finally, the book, of course, is available if people want to pick up on the story.
Yeah, the book is available, and the best way to get it probably is through Kenny's in Galway. And you can get a copy for €25 sent any place in the world, and that includes postage. It's a fantastic deal.
Well, good luck tonight, and I'm sure your supporters will be up there cheering for you when you collect that award on stage.
Thanks, Henry. Thank you.
If you think about our Mayo Person of the Year and you think about the Empire is possibly a big word, but it's certainly a multinational business that has been built out of Westport that spans the globe. It certainly has major operations in Asia and in the US and growing all the time. And that comes from not the biggest of towns in the west of Ireland. It proves what can be done. And part of that is about the diaspora, and the next century is going to be about connection and connectivity and communication. And the Hughes Group in Port West and Cahill in particular epitomise all of what can be done. And if it can be done in one industry, from one town, it can be done from many other places in Mayo. And we're pushing that message from Mayo County Council through our Enterprise and Investment Unit and through the work that's been done on the Mayo Diaspora Connection. And Mayo Day is another part of that in a couple of months' time.
Congratulations, Cahill, on Mayo Men of the Year for 2019.
I'm absolutely thrilled and honoured to have won the award. I'm sure there are many people that could have won it, but my name came out of the hat this year. So I feel very humbled, but very delighted that I won it. And I think it's the first time in 55 years that somebody from Westport won the award.
When you were notified about it, what was your initial reaction, your first reaction?
Well, shock. I never expected to be made Mayo Person of the Year. It's not something you expect, but if it comes your way, as it has to me, I'm absolutely thrilled and delighted. And I'm happy for me, for my family, for Westport, and for everybody, and for all of the things that I did as a team with other people.
And of course, that's one of the reasons you win the Mayo Person of the Year award, the amount of community work that you're involved in. I know, particularly Mayo Roscommon, you were very, very instrumental in the setting up of that.
Yeah, well, I was the first chairman, but there were a great team of people, Henry, and we got it off the ground. It was an idea. We were the only place in Ireland that didn't have a hospice, and so we made the idea a reality. And this year, a 14-bed unit is being opened in Castlebar, and the service has gone from strength to strength. And that's thanks to all of the people of Mayo and Roscommon for the voluntary contributions that they have given to make this possible.
So tonight now for you and your family, it's a big night. A lot of support here as well in the Ballsbridge Hotel tonight.
That's right, it's a great night. I'm meeting all sorts of friends and people that I've known down the years here tonight. And that's what makes it lovely. It's not just an impersonal award, it's a very personal award and very warmly received by most of the people that will be here tonight.
If I could ask you, of course, you're a very successful businessman as well in Westport. You recently purchased Westport House Estate. Any ideas what your plans are for that?
Yeah, well, we have engaged with the planners now. We have set out a lot of different plans, and hopefully they will work with us and we can start doing some of the projects to bring Westport House back to the successful place that it should be.
And I suppose finally I have to say, with this award now, you're going to be in big demand, not just in Mayo, but all over the world now to represent as Mayo Person of the Year. Will you have time to facilitate yourself away from work to attend these functions?
Of course I will, and I'll make myself available wherever I can. I mean, my aim would be during my year to promote all things Mayo. After all, we're from a great county, let's promote it.
Congratulations once again to the award winners and everybody involved with this fantastic evening here at the Ballsbridge Hotel in Dublin. Well, we're going to leave you now with St Mary's Secondary School performing Brendan Graham's song Orphan Girl. Now don't forget there'll be a repeat of this programme on Saturday next at 8 o'clock, and I certainly look forward to your company next week at the same time. After the break, we're heading over to Manchester to join Martin Logan, who's out and about with the Irish community right across the UK. So until next week, slán go fóill.
In Westport I was found. The workhouse is my world. Since the pretties took us down, what time in life is left to me if I don't leave Westport town? But the crown is sending girls to sea for far astray.